Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to the channel. Sarah here. We're going to do a reading for you today for the week of December 8th to the 14th, 2025. Keep in mind, Cancer, this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. If you're interested in having a personal reading with me, you can go to my website, lionessmoonintuitivetarot.com, or you can email me directly at lionessmoonintuitivetarot@gmail.com. All right, so Cancer, as always, feel free to delegate the energies where you see fit. If I say I'm talking about you, I could be talking about somebody who you are dealing with and vice versa. Same goes to you, Crosswatcher. All right, so today we are going to do a Celtic cross for you. Let's cut this deck in three, so mote it be. All right, so we've got the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. The Ace of Cups is in the focus. New relationship or a new beginning in love. We'll find out when we clarify. The challenge is the Strength. All right. What led to this? The Three of Pentacles. The future, we've got the Two of Cups. Maybe you've got a new relationship coming in, Cancer. And what you do not see is the Ace of Swords. All right, let's see what we've got here so far. Well, what I'm seeing here is that either there's a brand new relationship or a new beginning in a love connection, which obviously we are going to have to clarify and find out. This is the focus, meaning that this is something you already are focused on. You already know something about whoever this is. This could be somebody who you're working with, or this could just be somebody with whom you had some sort of conflict with that you're trying to get on the same page with. We're going to clarify. I'm just telling you what I see as far as the surface energies are concerned. I'm seeing something here about letting down your guard about something, but there's something that you're going to have the courage and strength to overcome in order to navigate through this situation successfully, okay? That is showing up as your challenge. The future we've got the Two of Cups. That is a mutual love connection here. And in what we do not see is this Ace of Swords, meaning something to do with a breakthrough, clarity, could be a conversation. So we're going to find out. Your advice is the Two of Pentacles. There are two. I don't know if this is you or the person you're dealing with, so we're going to find out. There's something about having the strength. The external influence is the Magician in reverse. Yikes. All right. So we've got the Magician in reverse. The attachment, so the hopes and fears, is the Knight of Swords. Fear of running, somebody running. The outcome is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I am seeing that this is somebody with whom you had been connected to. At some point, maybe there was some sort of conflict, competition. If not, this is just somebody who you're keeping your distance from. You may already be connected to somebody else or just getting out of a connection. And so that could be the issue as well. Again, we're going to have to clarify. It looks like you have to walk away from something. The overall theme of this reading is the Eight of Cups, walking away from something. It is influenced by the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Swords in reverse, and the World in reverse. Walking away from something right now that it looks like you received anything that you felt like you had invested into a certain connection. It looks like you did not receive any return on this. It looks like you're overcoming the fear, and it looks like it's to maybe rectify a different connection that you had already been involved with before. If not, there still may be some sort of lesson that you need to learn in your love connections with that world in reverse. So let's find out what's going on. All right, we've got the Seven of Wands in reverse. What is the Seven of Wands in reverse for Cancer? We've got the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Cups. Some of you are actually, there may have been some sort of family relationship that you've been involved in, like where you may actually have a family with somebody. It's looking like there's this energy of feeling like there's a lack of actual emotional connection here, maybe neglect of some sort. And it looks like there's this strong urge to move on to something new, something that we've got 3 aces now, all in the upright showing up here. We've got that Ace of Wands. You do have somebody else that you're very attracted to, is what it looks like. We do see the Tower. There's the Six of Wands in reverse. I'm getting here that the connection that you're trying to escape from right now, or if you may be just escaping from something, but whatever this other connection, the connection that you're escaping from is, it looks like there was something that was shocking and surprising that you weren't expecting to be shocking. And so you weren't expecting it to be what it became. When you had started this connection, it looks like you thought it was going to bring you everything and anything that you were hoping for in your life. Like you thought, this is the one, this is my person. I'm seeing heavy disappointment. I'm seeing shock and surprise, actually. And it looks like and the reason why I'm reading that is because we see the Six of Wands in reverse. So I'm seeing that there's something about whoever this is that is kind of disgraceful to you now. You're seeing this person as a disgrace, and this was surprising to you. You weren't expecting them to be like this. And now it looks like you're really hyper-focused on connecting with somebody else, is what it looks like. Can we get more? So either it's showing up that you may have already escaped or walked away from this connection. For a lot of you, you haven't. That's why the Strength is there, and that's why we see the dice. I'm seeing here that there's a connection that you're still really... It looks like you may have a family with whoever this is. It's looking like it's a gamble for you to move forward because you're very concerned about where this is going if you do decide to move forward here. But we do see the Stork. So you may actually be considering moving away or relocating after getting out of this current situation that you find yourself very unhappy in. So let's see, what is this Ace of Cups? Oh, we've got the Six of Swords actually coming out now. And we've got the Judgment. That's okay, so this is what I was already seeing. Now, for a lot of you, this is somebody who you already know in some way. There's going to be some sort of resurrection. So I don't know if you've been connected with this person in any kind of romantic way in the past. But what I'm getting here is that this is somebody who you had been connected to in some way. You're ready to move on from this nightmare that you find yourself caught up in. And you want to move on to something that you feel is going to be better for you. For a lot of you, this is a resurrection of what you thought was going to be a dead relationship. I'm seeing reconciliation here. Whoever this is that you're trying to connect to, they look like they're doing just fine. We do see that you are cutting something out here. It's looking like... For a lot of you, no. What I'm seeing here is an ex. You've got an ex person. Somebody, for a lot of you, this is an ex. For some of you, it's not. For some of you, it's not an ex, but for a lot of you, it is. I am seeing that there is this energy of trying to rush back into another situation or trying to make something work with somebody new. Just take it as it resonates. This is a collective, like, Cancerian general reading. So... We've got privileged lady here. That means that the new person has made a stronger impression on you and you're ready to take this new path is what it looks like. It looks like you are, what I was seeing with that stork earlier was that there may be a relocation. You may be, whoever this is may feel more like home to you for a lot of you. Or you may actually be relocating maybe to their home. Maybe I would not in good faith be encouraging leaving a connection and moving in with somebody else right away. That's probably the worst thing you can do. But maybe that's what you're thinking about doing. So it is showing up in the focus for some of you. There's going to be karma for that. I have to say that. I have to mention it if that is what you're doing. We've got the strength showing up here as your challenge. What does Cancer need to have the strength to do here? What does Cancer need to have the strength to do? We got the Eight of Cups, walk away. It's to walk away from something. That's exactly what it is. You're in a position where you're afraid to do something here. It might be a gamble. For a lot of you, you're connecting to somebody who, this newer connection is a new beginning in a connection that you thought was over. You need to find the strength to walk away. It looks like block whoever this is. There is going to be a potential repeated cycle here. I'm getting that there's this energy of overtaking. Somebody, so here's what I've got, is that you're in a situation where it looks like you're really unhappy and it's almost like, I don't know if it's your conditioning or what it is that's keeping you there, because maybe you do have a family and that would be understandable that you would feel like there's a loyalty that you're feeling here. But what I'm getting here is that you've been trying to persevere through something where it feels like there's this, it's almost like you're trying to, you may be finding yourself in a situation where you are constantly having to defend yourself about something. So you may be dealing with somebody who's constantly accusing you of something. You know, if somebody's afraid that you're being deceptive about something. They may be accusing you, maybe wanting to look through your phone, really crossing certain boundaries here. And that's why that Seven of Wands is in reverse. I often read that as this energy of boundaries being crossed. You have allowed somebody to infiltrate your energy in a way that they probably shouldn't be getting that kind of access. They shouldn't be gaining certain, they might literally try looking through your phone, okay? Because they're accusing you of something. And so you're always on eggshells is what it looks like. It looks like you need to find the strength to walk away from something here, because it looks like you're very hyper interested in something else. Can we get more? And not repeat this same cycle over and over again is what I'm getting here. We do. It's showing up that it's keeping you anchored down from rising to what it is that you're meant to be doing here. It could be affecting your wealth in some way. We do see wealthy. What I'm getting here is that there's something here, Cancer, that's meant to be bringing you to a place of maturity. You're not... Whatever this is that you've been involved in your current situation, it looks like it's keeping you held back in some way. So you may be moving on to more wealth, though. Maybe this other situation, we did see the Queen of Pentacles. Now we see wealthy man. We do see privileged lady. It looks like finances may be part of the reason why this other situation or other person would be better for you. I mean, we do see the Two of Cups in the future, so it's looking promising. Why is this Three of Pentacles here? Why is the Three of Pentacles here? We've got the Nine of Wands. And there's the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Four of Cups. Somebody tried to communicate with you. Or you tried to communicate with somebody. I'm just, ooh. Whoever you're currently connected to, okay, this might not be everyone's story. This is really, really, really specific, okay? But this is what I'm seeing, okay? Somebody either tried to communicate with you, this other connection, or you tried to communicate with them. One of the two of you ignored it. So I'm thinking it might have been you who somebody tried to communicate with you. You might have ignored it because you were trying to hide something from this current person because you knew that whatever this was going to create. They may have actually found something in your phone. I'm just going to say, I keep getting that. Somebody went through that. That doesn't mean that that's your story. It doesn't. But what I'm seeing here is that, and if that isn't your story, which it likely may not be because that was very specific, it does look like there's this energy of you wanting to try and get on the same page with, or try and work something out with somebody, try and persevere through something, it looks like. And it looks like it's a new opportunity. But right now, even in the most recent past, it looks like you're trying to do this in a strategic way so that you can detach from this current person in a way that is going to keep everyone who's involved as safe as possible. Let's get more on this. We've got the Sun. For some of you, this person found something out. We've got this, there was an illumination. That's what I was already seeing in the deck, that something was found out. Either this is you or this is somebody you know going through this. It could be both, all right? It could be either, not both. Yeah, we've got poverty. This is somebody who you have been ostracizing. That's what I got. You ignored somebody, or you tried to connect with somebody and they ignored you. It's one of the two. This is either you are involved with somebody and you need to walk away from them, and that is kind of what's showing up here, or maybe you are the person who is trying to connect with somebody and they need to walk away from somebody. It could be either. It literally could be either, because this is a general collective reading and people want me to delegate the energies, but it could be either. I'm like, if I delegate the energies, I might be omitting half of my potential audience. Somebody tried to communicate. That's what it looks like. Somebody tried to communicate and the other person ignored them. And then it looks like the third party found something out about it. And now they're overstepping boundaries and they're like, let me see your phone every day. Every day after work, let me see what you've been doing. Let me see. Yeah. All right. So in the future, we've got this Two of Cups. What's going on with the Two of Cups here? We've got the High Priestess. This is showing up as a pretty deep connection. It's still showing up that there may be silence here. We've got the Three of Cups in reverse. You're manifesting a new beginning with this other connection that it looks like you're not involved with yet. And it looks like you're going to make the difficult choice to do this. Because what I'm seeing here is that you already know that no matter how much you try and persevere through this current situation, you're never going to get along with this person. You may already know something about this other person that makes it, I mean, it's showing up that this person who it's showing up as you being focused on it. So I'm going to read it as you. is better for you than the current person. And if you are the person who they're focusing on, they're choosing you. All right, let's get more. We've got Fox. Yeah, there's something about strategizing and still seeing that. Oh, Mask. There's, even though you love each other. Okay, so here's what I've got, okay, Cancer. There's something here about recognizing that in the beginning stages of a relationship, we often wear a mask. Now, there's something that you're meant to be aligning yourself with your higher intuitive self when you are in the process of reconnecting with this person. Because there's something here that it looks like for a lot of you, you had been connected to this person before and there were issues. Now it looks like in comparison to the issues that are going on in this current connection, they pale in comparison, is what it looks like. You are definitely the winner, or this new connection is the winner, or this new old connection. But there's something that you're meant to be really connecting to with regard to your higher intuitive self, because there's something about somebody strategizing, getting themselves into your life again, and it's while wearing a mask. Now, I'm just going to give you an example. You're on a first date and somebody says, "I don't like deception." Now, automatically, whether you realize it or not, the alarm bells are going off. Wee-oo, red flags. The reason why, when somebody says something like, "I don't like deception," your red flags are going off, is because somebody who's conscious and is intuitively guided will probably respond to this person by saying, "Well, nobody likes deception." Therefore, putting them in their place and telling them, "You're not special. You're trying to make yourself special here, and you know that this leads to something later on," okay? Now, if you are not aware of what's going on, or you're unconscious of the red flags and you go into a paranoia or fear, you might start becoming the pick-me person. And your response to them might be, "I'll never deceive you," which is a lie, Now, fast forward, you chose to be the pick-me person, and now you're in a relationship with this person who is now going to be really paranoid all the time that you are deceiving them. And they will look for the most circumstantial evidence to try and use against you in order to accuse you of whatever it is that they're accusing you of. And you're going to be grasping at straws, trying to find the proof that exonerates you from something you know you didn't do, only to find out later that whoever this is potentially just projecting everything they're doing against you onto you. So there's something about you being intuitive here, picking up on the red flags when you're still getting to know each other again. For a lot of you, and if this is a new connection, this is about getting to know somebody before jumping in too quickly. But for a lot of you, just because you're in love with each other doesn't mean that it's healthy. And that's what I'm seeing here. There's a potential that you might be getting yourself caught up in something that's not healthy in order to get exactly what it's your wish come true, though. It's my wish come true. I got this person into a committed relationship and now we're stuck with each other. So now we've got down here, and what we do not see, this Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here for Cancer? We've got the Hanged Man, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. There's the Strength, and there's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. If somebody is concerned that they would have to pay some sort of alimony to somebody if they escape from a connection, I'm seeing somebody who is willing to sacrifice all of their stability by quitting their job, just so that they don't have to pay that for that person. They are going to put themselves into a state of suffering just so that they don't have to pay for somebody else. That may not be the case for everybody, but that's kind of what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing an energy of this person wanting to escape from something, and they're looking for the strength to do it. There may be some monetary reason why they've been staying in the first place, and they're getting so fed up with what they're putting up with that they are willing to sacrifice their own stability by quitting their job. Can we get more? This is a very specific message. I don't know how much this is actually going to resonate with a high population of Cancerians here. We've got the garden. What do we have? The garden is public. Yeah, they're gonna. So the public is gonna find out about this ending. Oh, and that they wanted to show us seductive masculine here. They're going to be distancing themselves. There's something about public. Maybe there being a reputation thing here. It's almost like this person is coming up with this bright idea to make it so that they don't have to. Like, I'm just seeing somebody who feels like they're fed up. They're fed up with having to, like, maybe they are the breadwinner. They feel like they have been the support system, and they're just fed up with having to be that. They're ready to put an end to this. They don't care what they have to do. Like, it looks like there's somebody here who looks like they're ready to do this. This is either you or somebody you're dealing with. It could be either. You both could have strong Cancerian placements in your chart. That's the thing. We've got the Five of Swords clarifying the Two of Pentacles. Oh yeah, no, there's going to be bitterness. There's the Six of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Wands. Oh yeah, no, there's definitely going to be, something's coming to light here about, for some of you, there may be, that's what I'm seeing, is that the two of you might get into, whoever you are, and this new beginning in love, it looks like it's leading to commitment pretty quick, is what it looks like. Yay! Everybody wants that. Like I see it everywhere. Like, oh yay, marriage. Oh, engagement. Woo! It's like, why? It's a trap. If you don't know the person, it's a trap. You're getting yourself into a trap. And then you're going to be looking for the next person to come and save you. I'm not subscribed to you anymore, Lioness Moon, because you're not talking to me about my next fix. After I've been through hell. Like, if my readings are resonating with people, like, the last thing you need is to be looking for the next person to come in and save you. I shouldn't be saying this to you, Cancer. This is a Pisces speech. All right. I am seeing that there's juggling here. Obviously, we see that there's two relationships. There's something about time with the clock. False person, you're going to find out that there's something fake. This person is being fake. After there's we do see communication here. They're not being totally honest about something about their connection either. Just be aware of that. They're going to come in and tell you how victimized they are. I am so blown away by how many people fall for that. Oh, they had it so bad in their last relationship. I'll do better. I'll make you feel better, baby. Yeah. Pick me, pick me. We've got the magician in reverse as the external influence. Yeah, we've got manipulator, liar. They're coming in lying about being single. For a lot of you, it looks like this is somebody who you're connecting to who's been in another connection. For a lot of you, this is you who's in another connection. It was how I was reading it at first, and now I'm starting to think that maybe a lot of you are not this person. You're just the one who they're connecting to. But they're going through a lot right now. This person needs time on their own. We shouldn't be getting into any commitments right now. They're going to be, yeah. We've got rushing, but there's a potential that they might rush back too. We've got the devil here. Just be aware that with the star in reverse to the devil, I'm seeing that trying to make something work with this person right now, it looks like there's a lot of, we do see mutual love, but I'm also seeing a lot of passion, which denotes the idea that there's going to be an addictive element to this. The devil is an addiction, and that's what happens, is that we start becoming addicted to the chemical reactions that we experience with each other, and we don't realize that we're actually falling in love with each other for the wrong reasons. And what I'm seeing here is that there's somebody who's not being totally honest here, so probably in our best interest to take it slow, because this could be a high potential, but maybe not. We do see that somebody's lost right now. I'm getting that somebody really wants to take revenge in a way where they're going to hurt themselves. I'm going to hurt you by hurting myself, is what it looks like. They're lost. They're going to come in and communicate about an actual divorce. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I was so victimized. I had it so bad in this relationship. Just be aware too, if you were connected to this person in the past, I promise you that it was all your fault the last time too. Just consider these things moving forward. The Knight of Swords. We've got the King of Cups. Oh yeah, that's it. This person, we've got the Page of Pentacles. There may be a child involved here. We've got the two, there's something about making the difficult decision. Oh. Somebody might run from this connection. Could be you. That's the fear. The fear is that somebody's going to fall in love and they're going to become somewhat attached, and the other person is going to run, is what it is. And that this is going to be a failure. And then this person is going to take on victim mentality, because what I'm seeing here is that it could be you that runs from this because you end up getting yourself trapped, is what it looks like. If not, this is the other way around, but it looks like you could end up feeling like you got yourself trapped into something, and then you're going to run. And then whoever this is going to be heartbroken and in victim. I'm seeing already that this person is definitely, I'm not sick. People, and that's another thing I see people say. There's a big difference between victim mentality and being an actual victim. I'm sorry, there isn't. There isn't. I'm not saying, I'm not going to invalidate people who have been victimized. I know what it feels like to be a victim, 100%. But it's our karma, because we didn't pay attention to our intuition in the first place. The red flags that we were unconscious of at the beginning, we don't get to ignore that and then later on say, I was victimized. This person went through my phone and accused me of everything under the sun. It's like on your first date, they told you that they didn't like deception. That was a threat. That wasn't just them showing you how wonderful they are. Nobody likes deception. They actually prove to you that they're a narcissist or have narcissistic qualities. These are the things we have to pay attention to. All right, so we've got flowers. Yeah, there's mature man. Great fortune. It is showing up that it might be it might be you who ends up wanting to run from this. Whoever this is wants to try and make it work. I definitely see a peace offering here. Things are more mature. The fear is that you're going to get yourself caught up in a situation that you don't want to be in, because you didn't take the time to actually get to know this person. Because what I see with the High Priestess to the Three of Cups in reverse, there's this energy of, the strategy is, and it's common, Chris Rock talks about it in his stand-up bit, I talk about it all the time because it's so relevant when it comes to romance. You're meeting their representative. Just like they may be talking to your representative. And you're both telling each other everything that you want to hear because you're both addicted to each other, and we're addicted to the pheromone, the hormones, the serotonin, whatever it is that's pulsating through our system as a result of having all of the pinball machine effect in our brain, and not actually considering whether the relationship is sustainable in the long run. What's this Five of Pentacles in reverse? We've got the Lovers. It looks like this person is and the Devil. Exactly what I said. Just be aware. This is showing up as something that's going to potentially be toxic. And this is showing up as a test for you. Are you going to follow your intuition moving forward? We've got the Star in reverse to the Chariot in reverse, hopeless failure. And then somebody's going to run and leave somebody else feeling saddened because there's this energy of moving on to. Why don't you do a happy reading? I'm sorry, I'm reading the energies. I'm getting people getting triggered because I'm not reading the cards in a way that's fluffy. It's like, I'm sorry. I honestly don't know what to do. Like, people, I can't help you. I mean, the Star and I guess what I could do is I could start using the tarot in the upright. Then I'm going to have to clarify everything all the time. Well, I do that anyway. Suddenly, it's going to happen suddenly. We've got, and then whoever it is that runs, they're going to be gossiped about. So if that's you, they're going to try and besmirch your reputation. It does look like we do see the mice here. There's going to be stress. And this is because you went after what felt like your wish come true at the time. At the time, it felt like this is my wish come true, but what I'm seeing for a lot of you is that getting into this connection it may end up in commitment very quickly. And this person is rebounding. They're like, rescue me from my current situation, please. Or that's you who's looking to be rescued. Either way, it doesn't look like whatever this new connection is, even though there's love, there's still an element of not actually getting along. I'm almost seeing that the third party and the new connection could probably really come together and compare notes on this main person. Let's see what the overall energy is. We've got the Eight of Cups walking away from something. Trying to overcome the fear of trying to make something. It looks like there was something that is unfinished from the past. We do see that Judgment wanting to show itself. I do see a resurrection here of something. We did see that also here. Walking away from something in order to bring something back is what I'm seeing here. Whatever it is that we're bringing back, it looks like it's either in your... I'm not seeing any hope here. It looks hopeless for long-term. It's not hopeless if we're not trying to turn this into some sort of long-term committed relationship. But if the intention is to make this into a long-term committed relationship, and that's what it looks like, it looks hopeless. That's just what I'm seeing here. So we'll get final messages. Which deck should I use for this? I think we should. Yeah, we'll go with this one. What is the message here. Final messages for Cancer. We've got soulmate. This is a soulmate connection. That doesn't mean you're meant to be with them in a confined, committed relationship. Finances and career. There is something about finances here with this person, by the way. They're going to do something in what we do not see, something about punishing somebody else by quitting their job or something. Like, there's something like that going on here. Like, really express your love. And passion. It's looking like when you do express yourselves to each other, it's showing up as a very passionate connection. That's what I'm getting. There's no question. There's definitely a lot of passion here. It's just like there's nothing sustainable here holding this up. Do you actually get along with each other? Do you actually get along? Because I'm seeing the fox to the mask with this 3 of Cups in reverse and the High Priestess. Spirit saying, like, pay attention to your intuition moving forward. What I gave you as the example is just one example. There are probably 100 things that this person could say to you on a reconnection or first date that's what you're meant to be paying attention to. So Cancer, that is your reading for the week of December 8th to the 14th. Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.